This video is for comedic purposes only and does not promote anything in it.
Rolling J's, a skill highly coveted around the Zaza world. So much so, apparently Chief Keef and Snoop Dogg have even hired personal, professional J rollers, which inadvertently has made it possible for a dad to catch his son rolling a up in his room, and after being scolded for the possession of the devil's lettuce, argue back to his father with, "This is my dream, Dad. Why won't you let me shoot for the stars?" Nah, but for real, rolling J's is one of the only free combine activities two Zaza enthusiasts can compare their skill and efficiency in whenever they're arguing the super duper important question of which of us has smoked more weed. The other two obviously being who can puff the J longer without coughing their lungs out and who can smoke the most without greening out. Disclaimer, that was a joke. But the reality is, everybody wanna be a J rolling god, but don't nobody wanna roll no J's. Along with the fact that the legendary smoking method is by far the most inefficient and has the longest prep time, most daily saw smokers just stick to the BONG or Benjamins or whatnot. But deep down, we all know there's just something about the vibe of smoking a J with the homies that propels it to one of the most common ways of consuming the grass. So although there's all this new technology like vaporizers, dab pens, and whatever the fuck is, I strongly believe rolling J's will always be a cool skill that other Za smokers will respect you for. But only if you're actually good at it. And to get good, you're gonna have to roll up a lot of times in many different situations. And well, that's why there really are levels to it. And we all start out on level 1. The first J. You and a couple buddies find yourself in the possession of some magic grass, and you have decided to smoke it. But the only problem is, you don't know how. I mean, you know people smoke stuff with like rolling papers, but how do they roll that shit? Do you just rip a page from a notebook or something, put the Za between, then roll it up in a cone and light it, or what? Well, this curiosity will most likely lead you to Googling how to roll a joint. And through the various videos and tutorials you'll watch and read, you'll discover both that it ain't as easy as you first thought, but also that you can buy rolling papers at gas stations or smoke shops, not the arts and crafts section at Best Buy. So you get everything you need, meet up with your friends, and get to work. And this is probably when you'll discover why Snoop Dogg pays 50 grand a year for a professional personal J roller. This shit feels like some open surgery for real. Your hands keep shaking and the saw keeps falling out the sides, but not just that, the damn paper isn't following your commands. You try to twist it one way, but you accidentally crease it through the middle and fuck it. Give me another paper. Anyway, after countless attempts going through tens of papers and filters, you'll end up with what you'll most likely call at the time the greatest joint ever rolled. Cause it literally took you like an hour to create. And although it's hideous and some of the grass has fallen into the filter and the Za inside is uneven as hell, it's still your baby and you won't have anyone disrespect it. But now it's time for the grand finale, the moment you and your friends have all been waiting for. 420 blaze time. Y'all ready to get lit? Of course. Aight, here goes nothing. It don't seem to be working. Let me see that. Bro, how many times did you fold the filter? I don't know, like 20? Bruh, I think you're supposed to do like 2 or 3. You've turned the filter into a beaver dam. My bad. Okay, here, it should be fine now. Thanks. I think I'm dying, Jimmy. Yeah, so you'll probably cough your lungs out, but not just because you rolled an awful J. Them things are overall one of the unhealthiest ways to get faded because of the damage you're doing to your lungs and throat. Thankfully though, these days there are much healthier and easier ways to do the same. For example, the new Cheech and Chong Cruise chews. The legendary high comedians have created the ultimate Zaza infused gummies, which each chew contains a full 33 milligram dose of all natural hemp extracts, representing the full range of health supporting compounds found in the Zaza. And if you're skeptical about the effectiveness of these gummies, then don't worry, because if you use the link in the description or pinned comment, you can get a free sample delivered right to your doorstep. All you have to do is pay a measly $5 for shipping and get ready to achieve the ultimate gummy high directly provided to you by the most well-known figures in the cannabis world. But now back to the video. Yeah, so basically you rolled an awful J, but thankfully you can't really roll one that is ineffective at getting you lit, At least I've never seen it. So if your friends start clowning you on your masterpiece, you can just say, bruh, at least it worked. And what they really got to complain about, them fools could have rolled it themselves, but chose not to, cause they was scared of embarrassment. As Rocky once said, it's not about how hard you hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. So, you do that and move on to level 2. The apprentice. You've now become the designated J-roller in your friend group for whenever you guys are in the mood for a smoke sesh, and because of that, your skills have gotten a bit better from rolling a handful of them things. But that doesn't mean you're good at it per se, you're just the only one who can roll one up in a respectable time frame of about 5 to 10 minutes, which is still a ways away from calling yourself a professional J-roller. But as you progress and continue to roll them up with the homies, you'll eventually get to level 3. Yeah, I can do it in like a second. This is where the overconfidence kicks in, cause you've rolled up a good amount of times to the point if you're ever at a party or something, moments like this can pop up quite a bit. Yeah, bro, when he pulled out the dildo bong, I knew I had to dip. Hey, yo, sorry for interrupting, bro, but we got some za we wanna blaze, but we don't know how to roll, so can you maybe do it for us? This is also the level I consider myself at, because to get here, all you really gotta do is just roll a bunch of J's in ideal situations with a solid surface like a table or something. Which I can roll a J pretty darn fast in perfect circumstances, but you throw me on a park bench on a windy and dark night with some rolling papers and grass, and all I'm walking away with is tears in my eyes, the grass flying away in the wind, and crumbled up papers in my pockets. And that's where I really wish I was instead on level 4, the pro. On this stage, one can roll up in almost any situation. You're driving in your car, no problem. You're outside on a windy day, no problem. You've committed multiple counts of tax evasion and are facing 10 to 15 years in jail, well, little bit. Anyway, you're really good at rolling J's, to the point you can pretty much roll one up in any situation, but that doesn't mean you're worth 50k a year. There's still a level above this, and that is level 5. J God. The pinnacle of rolling. Your skills have now transcended time and space, meaning you can roll one up at the blink of an eye. And on top of that, the J's you roll are always pinpoint perfect. So you can be outside in a storm with a tornado 1 mile away about to destroy your damn crib, and while you're running to it, you'll be out here rolling a J like, goddamn son, you's crazy. All jokes aside, this the level the professional rollers Chief Keef and Snoop Dogg hired better be on, cause if not, man, fuck YouTube. I'll gladly jump in Snoop's private jet and go on tours around the world, all while being faded 24/7 and rolling J's all goddamn day. But yeah, to be honest, I think the only difference between a level 4 and a level 5 would be maybe the commitment to the craft and experimental creations like, for example, the Fatty, the Cross J, the Doozy. There's quite a bit. So even though I feel like J's are slowly dying out to these gosh darn Benjamins, I think we can all agree they'll always have a special place in the hearts of many for the good memories they are associated with. And that's it for this one, but before you go, make sure to get your one-time free sample of the Cheech and Chong Cruise Juice, link in pinned comments. And also check out the new CBD Bro Glow in the Dark BONG if you haven't already. Until next time, peace!